I'm sitting here writing out my goals for the next 90 days. I have this 90-day action planner that I'm actually mapping out my goals because I like doing that 12-week year, breaking things down, and it makes it easier to accomplish my goals in my experience. As I'm sitting here writing my goals down, I had a major revelation. Like it's like God just dropped this in my head, and it has to be shared. I think a lot of other guys who are in a similar position and in a similar journey as I am will relate to this, right? It ties into relationship, it ties into money, it ties into goal setting, it ties into life, everything with life. My last relationship was 4 years ago. It ended. I'm gonna say it was a shit show, and um, one of the major things for that is I wasn't financially stable. So one of my ways of coping with that was being very focused on business, being very focused on growth, growing my business, growing my wealth, becoming financially stable, financially secure. I made a promise to myself back then. It's currently 2024. It's been 4 years since. Made a promise to myself when this happened and when I grew closer to God and continued praying and speaking and setting goals for myself that I would not enter another relationship until I made a certain level of money. I'm not going to disclose what that certain level of money is. Until I made a certain level of money in a specific month, like in a 30-day time frame, right? Until I brought in a certain amount of money in a 30-day time frame, I would not get into a relationship because in my head, I justified it as that would be a distraction. That would take me off my path, off my purpose. That would take me off this what I'm doing. It would distract me from everything that I'm building right now. And it made sense. It made perfect sense until 5 minutes ago, as I was sitting here writing in my action planner, planning the next 90 days, and then the goal came up again, right? One of the prompts was, "Why is this goal important?" And as I was writing it out, I was like, "Yo, I've made money in idle." A lot of us don't like to admit it. A lot of us would deny it, honestly. But it made me realize I have made money in idle. Keep in mind, I've been dating since my last relationship. I've dated, I've met other women, but I've blocked myself off from experiencing a relationship because of that goal I've set. But as I'm writing down why this goal is so important for me, why hitting that threshold is so important, I've realized I've made God an idol because I've made money an idol because now it's not me going to God to say, "Hey, God, is this the right person for me?" I mean, I am actively doing that, but ultimately, if you can tell by what I just said, it's not God that's the deciding factor. It's if I hit that threshold of income that I've set for myself. So it's not me going to God and saying, "Hey, God, is this the right person for me? Hey, God, is this the right time for me to get into this relationship, to pursue this person, to become this person's boyfriend, to ask this person to become my wife?" I'm not going to God to say that. I'm letting money dictate that. If I hit this certain income level, then I can get into a relationship. If I hit this certain income level, then I can ask somebody to be my wife. And it's crazy because that's idolatry. Money is not supposed to control our lives. God is in control. We're supposed to seek God for these answers. We're supposed to seek God for guidance, right? Money will not make you a better husband. Money will not make you a better boyfriend. Money will not make you a better friend, a better spouse, right? Money will not give you the wisdom to solve problems that pop up when you're in a relationship, right? Money will not console your partner at night when he or she when well I'm gonna say she because I'm a man, I'm straight, I'm a man of God, right? Money will not console your partner when she's going through certain things that she needs you there, right? Money will not give you the wisdom to console her when there's certain things that pop up that she needs you to be the man, to love her as Christ loves the church. Money won't do that. You know what will? God will give you the guidance. God will give you the wisdom. He'll give you the steps to do so. And it's a crazy revelation because I think for so long I've had this mindset for 4 years. And it's not until today that God was just like, boop, many are the plans in the man's heart. But I believe it's the steps, the plans of God of the Lord shall prevail. Many are the plans in a man's heart, but I believe it's like the plans of the Lord shall prevail or something like that, right? I share this once again because I think that so many men in similar positions, I'm 28 years old, so many men in their 20s, maybe early 30s, have this same exact mindset. And if you're a Christian man, that's not of God. That mindset is not of God. That mindset is not of God. I just realized that mindset is not of God. That mindset is of the enemy, keeping you from the plans and purposes God has for you. Because you can meet the one that God has for you when you're still searching for that high income month, when you're still on the path to that high income month. And that person is the key that unlocks you getting to that level. But because you've set this goal for yourself, because you're chasing money, because you're chasing mammon, right? Now you're delaying what God has for you because your focus is not on God, your focus is on money. Bro, this just blew my mind. This just blew my mind. It's like that ideology. If you share it, if you have that thought, if that's how you're thinking right now, I'm not gonna get into it. That's not me saying this is. Don't get me wrong. This is not me saying you should go jump into any relationship you see. This is not me saying you should marry every single girl you see or jump into whatever, That's not me saying that. I still think you should move with caution. You should move with wisdom. You should seek God for your next steps, for your directions, for your guidance, not money. I hope this made sense. This video has been too long. It's been too long already, so I'm gonna just leave it as is. I really, really, really hope that this made sense because this literally just blew my mind.